Today we celebrate the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2, easily the most anticipated Star Wars game of the year. That is, if you bought the $80 Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition. For the $60 plebs out there, you wait till Friday, okay? You peasants, you don't get to play with the Elite. Star Wars fans will once again be treated to the delights of doing Star Wars things on a Star Wars battlefield. Star Wars. But there has been an ongoing controversy surrounding this game. You've heard it a bunch on here, other places I'm sure, all centering around its implementation of loot boxes. Unlike a shooter like, say, Overwatch, where only cosmetics are locked behind randomized loot boxes, which seems to work pretty well for both the players and the developers, I'm just saying. Seems like they're pulling in money and players don't have a problem with it. Unlike that, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will have game-changing abilities, characters, and gear locked behind their loot box system. But you can also unlock them with credits earnable in-game, so it's okay, right?
Credits? Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
Oh yeah, some of this stuff can take an insane amount of time if you're just looking to earn it in-game. If you're not looking to endlessly grind to play as Jedi Master Porg, you'll have to pay up. Real money, cash, moolah, the green stuff. Pay real currency to acquire these random loot boxes for a chance to obtain the character you actually want to play. There's so much confusion and poor practices built right into the system, in my opinion, beyond just the real money factor. I mean, the game has multiple in-game currencies, various tiers for the unlocks, like abilities, making them better if you pull a higher tier version. The fact that you can unlock abilities for characters you don't even own. Stuff like this really bothers me. Again, for the people trying to not spend real money. Like, you put this time in to open one of these loot boxes through gameplay, but you pulled an ability for a character you don't have, so it's effectively useless. Sounds like an awesome time, doesn't it? No? Well, geez, if that's how you really feel, might I suggest that you don't play at all? There's a novel idea. You don't agree with the company's practices and how they monetize a game? Don't support those practices. And let's get real, down to brass tacks. A lot of this design is aimed to take advantage of the die-hard Star Wars fan. Exploit them. I can't wait to play as Rey. She can do anything, literally. If you watch The Force Awakens, she's the best at everything, lore-wise. Or, is that Bosk? He was in the movie for like 10 seconds. I can't wait to play as him. Lightsabers.
ATSTs! ATSTs!
One of the nice things about Star Wars being such a mega franchise is that there is an insane amount of alternative ways for you guys to get your Star Wars fix. For me, I've been taking full advantage of those Xbox One X flops and playing my original Xbox copy of Knights of the Old Republic on it. You know how many loot boxes are in that game? 0. The Super Star Wars games from back on the SNES, also 0 loot boxes. You can watch the movies, TV shows, play with the frickin' toys, for Christ's sake. I don't give a shit. But you don't have to play Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm not calling for a boycott or anything, I'm not here to say, you're the problem if you buy this game. If you want to buy it, buy it. But I mean, also, if you throw money at the loot boxes, it would be hard to say you're not part of the problem. But acting like this is all Star Wars fans have to play. I mean, that's what I'm seeing a lot of. Like, oh, well, EA has the license. There's nothing else I can do. I got to play their Star Wars game. Bullshit. There's plenty other ways to play or be immersed in the Star Wars world. To say, this is your only option is laughable. It's just another game. There will be more. I promise. And by not participating, you send the message to EA, as well as other companies, that you're not interested in these loot box fests. They can make them, but you're going to do something else until you get a game you want. Maybe a game like that single-player visceral title that they were so quick to axe, those sons of bitches. And I know there's apologists out there who are going to be like, hey, they actually lowered the cost for high-priced characters a lot. Something like 75%. Oh my god, it's precious, really is. So, they made a god-awful system slightly less awful. Like, say, you know, the reports were coming out 40 hours to unlock, you know, some of these major characters like Luke or Vader. So let's say 75%, and it's only 10 hours now of grinding for me to unlock one character that I want. And then I get to start, you know, grinding more to, you know, level up their abilities and power them up and everything. Just so I can get more competitive, while again, you know, there are people just spending money on these loot boxes and they're getting that shit right off the bat. I mean, what? This is supposed to sound great? You know, I said this the last time people were praising EA for making one of these small changes to Battlefront. You know, we supposed standing ovation? We all doing it again? Clap for EA? No, screw that. You made one good change. Sure, it is a positive change, but the overall scheme still sucks. And what do some of these small changes, what did it take to get there? Massive outrage and backlash by gamers far and wide. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere on the internet where there was discussions being had about Battlefront 2 and not see people bitching about these loot boxes. So, oh yeah, you know, people want to paint this, oh, EA is looking to make the change. They want to please the players. No, don't be fooled by these companies' tricks. You know, look at this thing, the way it played out. Like, oh, we made something cost a drastically insane amount of this in-game currency that would have you grinding for dozens of hours for a single character. Then we lowered it. Clap for us, okay? No! You don't get my praise because you made something that sucks less sucky. It still totally sucks! Like, congrats, EA. When I first heard about how the whole loot box system was playing out during the beta, I would have given Battlefront 2's pay-to-win system an F-. Now you're up to an F. Unfortunately, that means you're still a total failure. Everything here is the standard pay-to-win political-esque game. You know, they push this, oh, you can earn everything in-game. It just takes a stupid amount of time. Pushing players to just pony up with real money to get, you know, access to the stuff they actually want so they can start having fun in the game. Like I always say, if this really isn't about just milking players, you know, they want to, oh, you gotta help fund the studios. They need to make a little bit more money off this. Why not just allow the people to buy characters they want outright? You know, if you're gonna have them spend real money on these unlocks, like, oh, you want to play as Luke from day one, cough up $5. In my opinion, still pay to win, but it's less scummy, as you're not pushing people into your greedy gambling systems, as I'm not fucking paying $5 just to roll the dice to see if I can get Luke Skywalker, and then it's like, oh, you didn't unlock Luke, but you got TIE Fighter Pilot 2. Congratulations. Hope you're happy with your purchase of that loot box. Why would anyone want to do this? And also, I've seen that they've mentioned they're going to continue to change things as time goes on. This is another apologist line I've seen them going with. Like, oh, they're gonna, you know, alter the prices and stuff probably as, you know, the game continues to grow. No shit. Again, look at this critically. The aim, we get all the money we can out of those, you know, super diehard, desperate whales in the early days. Then we drop the prices as time goes on to see if we can bring new ones on board. You know, effectively screwing over the people who support this crap early on. I mean, you're going to pay $10 for something now that's going to be $5, you know, a couple months from now. I mean, again, I'm supposed to be cheering for this. Who is falling for this? All right, I'm cutting this off because I'm getting heated. I'm going to start sweating. And also because I've given EA way more time over the last few weeks than they ever deserve. Simply put, Star Wars fanatics, you have a multitude of options to get your Star Wars fix. You do not need to submit to EA. Stay on the light side. On this side, there is no chaos, only harmony. And with that, this video is a wrap. Let me know how you're celebrating the release of Battlefront 2 in the comments. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.